welcome. This is Ayana Lahi, and I am so very happy that you're here with me in this week's episode of Be One, Be You. We are diving into the topic, the hardship of self-judgment. Oftentimes we are not even aware of how hard we are on ourselves. Perhaps when we were in our earlier years of our life, we were judged and we didn't know what was going on. We didn't even know that we were being judged. We might have just felt uncomfortable. Perhaps you were raised in a family where you overheard conversations that were frequent about other people and opinions about other people, perhaps gossip, and it might have been difficult to even comprehend, integrate, or even deal with the information that you were hearing. So you might have shut down. You might have stopped listening to what was being said, because somewhere inside of all of us, it hurts when we are listening to judgment. The only way to absorb judgment is by shutting off. When you listen to the news, when you read articles that come from a judgmental place, when you overhear a conversation about the negativity of someone and the way that it's being talked about, oftentimes feels like the person that we're overhearing or listening to is cut off from their own self. It's so easy to judge ourselves, and it's such a hardship to judge ourselves. For instance, if you judge yourself, you're never good enough. You find fault with yourself. You have to be perfect. Someone else is really the cause of your issue. Perhaps you view yourself as so different that you believe that you're being judged. Perhaps you really are that different, and as a younger child, you might have been different. I've worked with a lot of young adults who were different than mainstream shut down, shut off kids. They had an intuitive connection, or perhaps a light connection, meaning that you are seeing the world through a multidimensional lens. You are not seeing something just for face value. You're not willing to judge someone just because they feel insecure or have said something that was kind of off. What does it feel like to be around someone who is judging everybody around them, or judging based upon externals such as skin color, religion, country that you come from, etc.? What does that feel like? When we close to ourselves and we're terrified of being judged, it's way too easy to just judge someone else and create our reality inside of ourselves to match our fear. The hardship of self-judgment is that it's really hard to enjoy life. And when you think of the moments when it's been difficult to really let go and really have fun, it's usually because you're judging yourself or someone else or a situation. So the hardship of self-judgment is it keeps you in a state of separation. Separation from the wonder, the beauty, the abundance, the joy, the artistry, the creative edge, the passion, the inner connection to life that brings growth. Judgment blocks life. Life gets hard. There's so many ways of living in judgment, from believing that your own religion is best, to raising kids to believe that they shouldn't hang out with kids from A, B, C, or D religion, neighborhood, income bracket, when really the gift that we bring can be, instead of judgment, staying connected to ourself, connected to the truth, not the false belief, and working to be in a state of acceptance with discernment, acceptance of the truth that you are, the life energy that lives within inside of you, the clarity that happens inside of you because you are turning to the love in your heart. Your heart is a gateway into spirit. Spirit is the expression, the outflow, the divine consciousness and intelligence of infinite source. Infinite source is your creative mind of God. It is beyond duality, beyond the opposites that happen when we are blocked and stuck in one perspective, fighting, battling, contrasting another. State of separation within inside of you can only happen when you're battling up against something inside of yourself. The greater the battle, the more you judge. The side of you that is judging the enlightened you, the intuitive you, the source-powered you, is working in judgment. When you really look out into the world, you see that judgment is one of the ways that control happens. Control demeans another person. It humiliates another person. It's a source of abuse, a source of love, being infinite mind, creative mind, divine intelligence, versus the turning against the life energy, the life flowing force of life, the energy current of life. That energy current is alive in you. It moves through you. It helps you see things in a way that is out of duality. It's beyond the separation. The life force within you, when you really allow it to flow, helps you to feel alive. It's that feeling you have when you walk down to a beach and you are the only one on the beach. Imagine walking down 30 stairs, and along the way, the vitality, smells, the aromas, the richness of the grasses, the leaves, the budding plants, because it's spring. There's no room for judgment because all of your senses are being filled with the intoxication of the salt water, the fresh, clean air, and the vitality and aliveness that you are feeling because you are being swept into pure life energy. When you allow yourself to create your own personal way to connect with your life force energy, you find that life opens to accept you. You find that you are being swept in to an energetic field of awareness that vitalizes you, that supports you. The next time you find yourself thinking a repetitive thought, judging yourself, judging a situation, which oftentimes makes you withdrawn, pulled back, it oftentimes separates you from another possibility. The hardship of self-judgment is that it shuts you off from a greater possibility. It alienates you from that vital life force energy, like the ocean waves crashing, the salt air, just infusing your senses with prana, life energy, the budding plants, the sweet grasses, the breeze moving through your hair, touching your skin, because it feels good. So in a moment when you want to judge yourself or judge someone else, instead connect into your heart center in your upper chest. Connect into your hands and your palms. And instead choose the life energy that is moving into your heart at all times, unless you shut it down, to feel the life energy moving into your palms of your hands, the life energy moving up in the bottoms of your feet. Sounds a little silly, eh? Only if you're judging. That life energy itself has the ability, it has the power to support you to come out of separation. As you come out of separation, that state of judgment about everything and anything, what happens is that you decide to open to who you are, to open to what you're all about, to open to what you can dwell in, that you can dwell in that life energy within inside of yourself and receive it, to open and embrace the life force energy that's always here. It's flowing. It's all the colors of the rainbow. All light from the sun, from the universe, from your higher self, from your heart center, from the soul that's within inside of your body, which is pure light itself, is always sending rays around you, out around you, and it fills your body. When you separate from the life force energy inside of yourself, you're going to judge the vitality and that budding, the sprouting of the seed that you are of life. And you'll find ways to push yourself down, shut yourself down in order to fit in, not be judged, found likable. But what about if you're here to really bring in a new spark of life, a new spark of awareness, a new perspective, a new input into life? Why wouldn't you be doing that? How boring just to fit in. And yet, it's so easy to. But the hardship of losing yourself is then you still judge yourself, or you shut off. You shut away from you, and you create your own bubble to live in. And then, so you live in a bubble, and then there's no pain, and then there's no life. So your choice, because every day is a choice, actually every moment is your choice, to separate and judge yourself, judge someone that you say you love, judge what you're doing in your life or what someone else is doing, or you find that once you stop judging and you actually start being connected to your own life force energy, you begin to understand other people in a whole new way. You understand the needs that are cropping up all around you, the needs that people are screaming for in their own way, the needs to change things, the needs that are emerging and budding through the earth right now, to listen to pay attention to, because the old ways that we have set certain familial, family habits and behaviors upon, our societal behaviors, cultural behaviors, our community, each state, each country, we have different needs because we have been judging the wrong things. We have been judging innovative presence, illuminated thinking, being connected to the source of light within you is a concept that is still not fully accepted because we are breaking out of a time period that goes over 2,000 years of judging another for the light that they are. When we are in that light, the light that you are, that light that beams from within inside of yourself, the light of your soul, the light that you can see in your own heart. For a moment, shift your focus into the light within your heart. How do you do that? Look for a little flame, a spark. Focus into it. Keep your mind focused into it and allow that flame to grow and feel it, sense it, see it. It'll grow itself because it's bigger than how you contain it and have kept it small. The light within you doesn't judge because it lives in a state of pure existence, meaning it's one with the source of life. Source of life doesn't judge itself. It just is. So when you choose to connect into being present with the source of life within you, and you begin to really accept that, you realize that you have so much to offer. And you practice anchoring your life energy. You practice framing it through communication so that what you have to share and say is making a deep impact in someone else. When we end self-judgment and judgment of another and others, we are stepping out of the paradigm of pain, creating pain. This earth plane is entrenched in pain. So every moment that you choose to end how you separate from the source of the light within your heart, within your soul, your heart is the doorway, the gateway into your soul, and you are always lit up. I am going to invite you to begin to receive and accept the light that's here with you. Just focus into the light and let that consume you. and allow the light within you to strengthen you so that you're not going into the petty stuff of judging and living in fear, but you're also honoring that you are always growing, always changing. And to choose to dwell, to hang out, to be in, to dive within the state of accepting how the light moves within you. And when an old pattern comes up that's negative, meaning it's created from separating from your source and it creates pain, choose to let it go. Choose what you'd like to hold on to and what you're ready to let go of. And here, my friends, you are entering into ending how you create pain and how instead you're creating the aliveness, the abundance of letting life, allowing your life energies and the life energies in life to meet you and to feel the love that's here in the universe for you today. Holding you in great love, sending you much, much love. Be present in this week to come, releasing how you judge yourself and another. It just takes the willingness and the choice to end how you are separate from your own humanity. Love yourself and choose to love and set the world on fire, the fire of true devotion to truth and to source within you. All my love. Until next time, this is Ayana Lahi.